most adult friendships are not even supposed to be called friendships in the first place.
How do you identify true friendships?
Friendships is usually built based on mutual interest.
However you treat me is how you're gonna be treated.
If you can't call your friend when you're down, that's fucked up. If you can't hang out with your friends when you don't have money, that's fucked up.
Like if you're caring, if you're paying attention, if you're intentional with me, I know I better be intentional with you.
If I want to call you a bitch up front, I'll do that.
Because a lot of people are they are so available to gaslight you. Every time you point out something that they've done that hurt you, they're always like, now, but it's not like that. Why are you even doing like now? What for you? You're always so into yourself. You're always so everything is not about you. And all those answers too are telling me that, bruh, you're trying to fuck with me, you know?
Yeah.
You're really trying to fuck with me by telling me, oh, it's not about you. Oh, it wasn't. Are you crazy? Hey guys, it's that time again when we sit and chat between your favorite millennial and your favorite Gen Z.
Period.
Now, this week has been quite eventful, and I think that a lot of people have been, into their own personal life. Some of them have not even, remembered to eat. Some of them didn't even take a good sleep. How about you? How are you feeling today?
I think generally I'm feeling good, but it's been work and a little bit of our rest later energy. But generally, I'm surviving. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I'm thriving, bro. Like, I'm always thriving. I'm blessed. I'm favored and
As
everything.
you should.
Yeah. But, every time we're right here on Just My POV, this is like our little corner for us to sit, talk, laugh.
Stuff
and maybe
like that.
Overshare a little bit. So today, how about we just get into the topic of today? Now, this one is one that I know that a lot of people feel like making friends is very difficult. For some people, it's quite easy. But genuinely, I just want to ask, especially for you as a Gen Z, adult friendship, adulthood friendship, is it high maintenance or not? Like, I feel like it's high maintenance, but do you agree or disagree?
I kind of disagree, right? I kind of disagree. And I kind of disagree. And the reason why I disagree is because if I use myself as an example, I have friends. And the only reason they're your friends they're your friends, that's because you guys are able to connect in a way that probably you can't connect with the next person. You guys have history together. You guys have similar interests. You guys are able to connect on many things, basically, right? Hence, they are your friends. And the only time that you can really be in a relationship or a friendship where it's high maintenance, then there's as real as that friendship can really be, Because if we're talking about high maintenance, I'm talking about like, you need to overcompensate, you need to over-explain yourself, you need to paint a picture that doesn't necessarily exist.
No, that's not what I mean.
Then are you talking about finances?
Generally, like in terms of finances, in terms of showing up, in terms of being present, in terms of, so it's not about making compromises for your friend. It's just about being there. Yeah, so that's what I mean.
Okay, so I feel like it's kind of expensive. It's kind of expensive. And it's expensive because what are your excuses for not giving your friend a birthday gift? What are your excuses for not showing up to probably their kid's naming ceremony? All those kind of things. And you need finances to fund all of these things. So that's the only time that we can be saying that, okay, it's, But generally, I feel like if you are actual friends with these people, you don't have to do too much. If you don't have something, then you don't have to, That's what I think.
Do you agree that adult friendship, I don't understand all this English. Do you agree that adult friendship is high maintenance or if it's no high maintenance? That's my question.
It's kind of high
What
maintenance.
kind of, bro? Just say what it is.
It's kind of high maintenance.
Because the second...
It's kind of, because my friendship, in all honesty, my friendship is not high maintenance.
A second ago, you were like, no, you just think it's not. It's
No.
not. And then now you suddenly change your mind.
I'm saying it because, of course, I'm friends with people, but these are not like my closest friends. My closest friends, if you're really, really friends with people, then it doesn't have to be high maintenance, because mine is not.
Okay.
Simple.
So it's not for you. That's the answer.
It's not.
There's no there's no always be straight. So for me, I think it is high maintenance.
Okay.
And it's high maintenance because unlike like childhood, where you don't really need to, like, for instance, you make friends. Most of the friends that you had when you were young is either from church or from school. So you have like a place where you guys see every day.
Yeah.
Regardless of your thoughts, whether you want to see them or not, you're going there, you're going to see them. Yeah. And once they sit with you or sit beside you, that person is automatically your friend, because that's the person that's in closest proximity with you in childhood.
Right.
Yeah. But in adulthood, for you and another adult to be in the same place is either you guys are colleagues or you are partners. And usually colleagues are not really friends. You can be friends, but usually you're not. That's not like your go-to friend when you have like a heartbreak or like something. You can still talk to like
then
your
it's
colleague,
not your friend.
but you get what I mean. No. So that's what I'm saying about adult friendships.
Oh, okay.
I'm arriving somewhere. So comparing it to childhood friendships where you're going to school or you're going to church, is inevitable to see each other. So you guys have a bond every day, you grow together. Then in adulthood, for you and another adult to be in the same space, it means that maybe you guys are colleagues, which, like, you just said, it doesn't now really qualify you or necessarily qualify you to be friends, but you can still have a connection in terms of, okay, where you now speak about certain things that affect you. Now, for adults, on the other hand, when you're also trying to have a friendship, for adults, if like, for instance, like when I asked you first, you were talking about, oh, why wouldn't you buy a gift for your friend's birthday? Why wouldn't you this? Why wouldn't you that? But oftentimes, you might not even have the resources for it. You might even be so busy on that day and have something so important that you have to do. They might just be an emergency. And you have to call your friend to explain to your friend that, oh, sorry, I cannot make it. And it will hurt that friend. If it happens more than once, that friendship is already a bit sketchy. But with children, whether you didn't come that day, they will cry and forget about it. And then it will just, the next time they see you, they are as excited. Yeah. Now, for me, with my own friends, I don't have a lot of friends at all. Okay. I know a lot of people. Like, I have a lot of colleagues, acquaintances. There's so many. And we talk every time we see each other, and we'll spend so much time and be like, talk about stuff, but not those intimate stuff. Now, the friends that are very few that I can have these conversations with, I've built a kind of friendship where even if I don't see you, I know that you're my friend. Yeah. Anytime you show up, anytime I show up, we continue where we left off. 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 3 months, 6 months, 2 weeks, 1 week, 2 days, whatever, any time frame, because I understand that they're busy and they should understand that I'm busy as well. Yeah. I don't demand and expect them to always be at every function of mine.
So there's as high maintenance as that can be. So
that's what I mean when I say that it's high maintenance. Like, I don't expect them to do all that, and I don't expect them to expect me to do all that for them, because I don't hold it against you if you're unable to be present at certain times or things like that. So, and then also, because you're adults now, if you check, I'm amongst even your friends, even though I don't think that you have like real friends, but anyways.
I have very real friends.
Amongst your friends, still, when you guys want to see, you want to go to like a dinner place or go to like drinks or go to like which is the same thing, with any adults when you guys want to link up, because you don't work in the same office, you don't go to the same school. So this is like an avenue, causes it to be high maintenance. Because you still have to move there, spend there, because you won't put your burden on another person.
Okay,
and even though like your friend will say, oh, don't worry, I got it. You won't want to do I got it for like how many years? So it causes it to be high maintenance, in my opinion. Adult friendships are.
So I feel like for adults these days, we're not very true to ourselves when we talk about friendships because, most adult friendships are not even supposed to be called friendships in the first place. Someone who you cannot call in your time of need, at your lowest times, when you're broke, when you don't look your prettiest, when all of these things, I don't think they should even be your friends in the first place. Of course, you guys have history, of course, all of these things, but these people are not even your friend because if you can't call your friend when you're down, that's fucked up. If you can't hang out with your friends when you don't have money, that's fucked up because I feel like you guys should be able to stay, even if it's closed doors, you guys should be able to stay indoors. Even if it's indoors, you guys should be able to stay together.
Yes, you can.
You don't need to have worked hard.
No, but you can
come there.
No, that's an instance. I said an instance where you guys have to meet out, but it doesn't mean that you can't visit your friend and stay with your friend. So, in adult friendships,
for adult friendships, I feel like I wish more adults could be true to themselves with the title. So, anybody who you need, any relationship that requires more than what nature has to give, then I don't see how.
So hang on a minute.
That's
so you
a
feel
friendship.
So while you say that, oh, why wouldn't your friend send you a gift on your birthday? That's the effort we're saying. Oh, I hope you know that. So while you say that, and then you now come around and now say, oh, it's only what nature has to give. That now makes the friendship whatever it is.
How is the person your friend without the effort?
So that's the point where you're saying only what nature has to give.
Effort.
That's
okay, so now let me
enough.
explain this, right? Imagine my friend's birthday is coming up. And I would normally get her a gift or something like that. And now I'm unable to get her a gift. Well, I'm unable to get her a gift. That doesn't mean I can't call her on the phone. That doesn't mean I can't spend time with her. That doesn't mean I can't pray with her.
That's the effort.
I shouldn't have to care about whether I can give her a gift today
nobody is
not,
saying that you have to, but that's the effort that I'm talking about. What you're saying nature has to give. It's like you can just keep quiet and then go figure. But you can't just keep quiet and go figure. You have to at least put in some effort, like calling or like saying, send a message or repost the person. That's the effort. It's not about nature, what nature has to give.
Okay,
if you say what nature has to give, then it means that you're not putting in any effort whatsoever.
The fact that it feels like an effort to me makes me feel like it's not real.
So then that brings me back to why should it be an effort for you to call your friend if you're unable to buy a gift? Like, why should that be an effort? That shouldn't be an effort. That's just what you do because you love your friend. Now, that's why I say that. Maybe that's why I don't really believe that your friendships are like real. Because if it's an effort for you to call or be present, then it's not real. It's supposed to come to you naturally because you love your friend.
I don't think, like I stressed it here, I said that if you calling your friend is an effort, then it's not real. I made it clear and I said that relationships should be like, if you're in a relationship with someone, you should be able to do things that nature naturally permits you to. You should naturally do things for your friend. If you're unable to give your friend a gift, then calling them is another option. There are so many more options. Calling them, spending time with them. These are just natural things that you should be able to do. And this is because you feel somewhere in you that, oh my God, I want to give my friend a gift and I'm unable to give my friend a gift. Now, the reason you're doing this is because you care for the person. So you're naturally supposed to move towards doing anything that's going to make the person smile on that day.
It's not about, just if you can't take what nature has to give. Nature is on its own. You are the other person who has to put in the effort that now makes it different. I mean, I just feel that adult friendships, as much as they are oftentimes superficial because you have so many colleagues, you have so many acquaintances, you have business gatherings where you have to be at and make an appearance and smile and be talking to those people and say, oh, this is my friend, her name is that.
And we went to school together.
And then you have to do all that stuff. There is that. But that's acquaintances. That's why I said at the start of this conversation, I said, I personally don't believe that I have a lot of friends, but I know a lot of people. I have so many acquaintances. There's so many. And I'm really great with them. And I would most times in a gathering, I'll most times refer to them as friends, which I don't have any, like, there's no backstory or like any suspicious or guilty part of it when I say that this is my friend. I really genuinely mean it because at that moment, that's who you represent at that time. But then I also know that to actually maintain a friendship in adulthood, because everyone is busy, everyone is trying to make money, everyone is trying to figure out this thing called life and find out how to navigate it. It takes a lot for you to now say, oh, this other person, I'm going to take my time to focus on this other person as well as me. Because building a friendship, you have to have a little bit of focus. That's that effort we were talking about. Where if the person is feeling bad, you drop what you're doing and you say, oh, so what's wrong? And then even though you want to tell the person, I told you so, you're like, I'm so sorry. You leave the I told you so on the side. And then those are the things that come with adulthood. But I can't deny the fact that it actually takes, that the person has to be special to you for you to show some specialty to the person. That's really how I see it. And I know that when we were young, it was more of, as you're here now, we're having fun. And that's that now, at this moment. We don't have a later thought of our friendship as kids. But as adults, you have a later thought. You're hanging with somebody and they're like, I kind of like how this person dressed when I invited him. So I think tomorrow I'm going to invite him out to so place. And I know that you do it. Because and I know that your friends do that. Exactly. So you see what I'm talking about when I say that the friendship is questionable, but it's okay. So people actually do that in adulthood. They're like, oh, I think I like how this person carries herself or carries
your
himself.
Energy, I think that
your energy or your vibe
people can really naturally assess where they think they would, classify you. So that's
and guess what? That thing is 419.
It's 419.
The biggest scam in the world.
Because I can imagine you call me like 10 more times. I will come, I'll dress up.
Yeah,
it doesn't
such
mean
a
nothing.
big scam.
Honestly. I
feel
you.
So that's where the adulthood friendship gets a little bit tricky.
Yeah, a little bit tricky.
But the problem I have, like you said, that you think that adults should like classify their friends much better. Like not everybody is your friend. Absolutely. Not everybody is your friend. And those people, they even know that they are not your friends. They wouldn't even refer to themselves as your friends. Yeah, when they want to talk about you, they're never going to say, oh, that girl, she's my friend. No, they're going to say, I know her now. That pale girl.
Yeah, I know her.
And then that's that. And then they now follow up with whatever it is that they want to say. Yeah. They are not going to refer to themselves as your friends. So yeah, 100%. I feel like adults, we just throw around friends and friendships so frivolously.
Period.
Frivolously. We do that a lot, but we kind of need to check that. But in checking that, people are so emotional.
People are really emotional.
So when you now don't call them your friend, like outside, I can say, oh, meet XYZ.
I know the babe.
I have a crazy guy that I was trying to introduce to people. And I'm like, oh, meet XYZ person. He's like, yeah. So who am I? I'm like, what? Who are you? He's like, yeah, I know you just said my name. I said, yeah, who are you? And he was trying to guilt trip me for not saying my friend. It's XYZ. So people get to do all those crazy things, even when they know that they're not your friends. So in adulthood, you kind of want to avoid all that shit.
Yeah, so if we're talking about like friendships, let's call this thing adulthood friendship, because it's not real friendship, right? Yeah. Where you meet people, like you know them, and now you're supposed to identify as friends with them. It's very high maintenance. So that one, the maintenance is like at the highest. It's at the highest because you need to look the part. You need to come financially ready. You need to come mentally ready to fake a smile till the end of the day. Yeah, that's it.
So I want to talk about this part of friendships.
Okay.
So there's this thing here that says that not every loss is romantic. Losing a friend can hurt just as much.
Not every
loss is romantic.
Lost, okay.
Losing a friend can hurt just as much. Have you ever been ghosted by a friend? And which hurts more, a slow fade or an abrupt cutoff?
I think a slow fade is good. You see that one that you go do like... It's painful. And I'm such an emotional person. I'm very emotional when it comes to my friendship because I feel like if you're going to rate it, relationships over friendships, I'll pick friendships over relationships any day, anytime. I love my friends. I don't even play with them at all. Right? Because we've broken up and we got back together.
I agree, yeah. But relationships, once you guys break up,
but you see, relationship, I beg, come out to yourself. Another person can fill in the gap. But true friends, it's very hard. And even those true friends, as true as they can even really be, you know? So those ones, if they eventually just cut you off in a blink of an eye, it's very painful because you don't have any time to, you know, mentally process the whole thing. You're like,
No, but you will know. But you will know first.
Yeah, you will know.
You will first know now.
You
so you
know
have
because
the time.
I even have PTSD, PTSD for friendships. I have it.
Yeah, I do too.
I have it. And that's the reason why I'm as transparent as possible. If I want to call you a bitch up front, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll rather apologize later. But my dear, I will wash you because I wouldn't even have anybody try to make it look like I'm going to your back to talk. No, I don't even rate you that much. You know? So for friendships that they just cut you off, I would die. Simple.
That's so sad.
But people do not know, but it's going to kill me. I'll act enough to not show it. But believe me, I'm dead. Now, for those ones that fade off gradually, I know a particular friendship of mine that's fading currently. And adios. Bye, girl.
Yeah, okay, so you're comfortable with it.
I'm comfortable with it. If it gradually fades, I'm preparing my mind for it. Like, I've already seen the nonsense you are doing. I'll definitely try to reach out once or twice. You pick your call. You will do like a nuisance. And then I don't care again. Simple. It's better. It's better if fade, though. Because if you just do me like this, God will punish
for me,
you. Simple.
You know what's making me laugh? Yeah. The way that you've been lamenting. I know you know that I cut people off immediately. I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't waste
you actually
time.
Do that.
I'm a quick cutoff. So the thing is, although I am that, I don't particularly. I don't make it so obvious to you that I'm cutting you off. You get me?
Right.
I cut you off. And I cut you off immediately, abruptly, quickly, because that's my intention to do so. And I'm free to do whatever I feel like doing at any point in time about my life.
Okay, like now, friends or relationships?
Friends.
Friends,
now, the thing about when I cut you off is that I cut you off and I'm completely silent, but you know why I cut you off. It's an obvious reason. Like, you know, I would never deliberately just cut someone off or just ghost a friend just randomly like that. No, it's because you've done something and you did it and you know that you did it. I don't need to tell you that you did it. So the time I cut you off, even though it's abrupt, you know, you yourself, you probably wouldn't even try to reach out because the guilt will finish you. You will not bother to try. The shame self,
they already know
you will
that
just hide.
Gone.
Yeah,
like they will
just hide. Because the thing about me is I take my time with my friends. I'm a loyal person, even with my relationships, with work, with whatever.
Yeah.
I'm straight to the point and I'm doing exactly what I need to do at the times I need to do it.
Yeah.
So when the time comes when a person now does something that is worth cutting off, the person knows and I know. So that might cut off. It's like a silent.
But you know, it's funny. It's funny how if I get cut off, I feel really bad. But with my friends, I eventually cut you off, but I've never cut someone off without having a conversation.
Well, that's good because you like to speak.
I always have conversations.
You like to talk.
I'm going to call you on a random day and tell you, hey, what's up? You see this thing you did at this time. Like, I really would tell you everything because if I don't tell you, I might be the one who you would have to cut off. Do you understand? Because I will do you very bad.
No,
you know? So if I pile those things up, it's bad for us moving forward. The moment we have that conversation, I'm starting on a clean slate or cutting you off from that day. You know?
I think that, so personally, I'm not one to be talking a lot, to be calling you.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I ever call you to speak about a situation that happened with you, is because I really like you and I want to mend fences with you.
Aww,
that's the truth.
cute.
If you see me call you to say, oh, this thing that you did or this is it, but why did you do this? It's because I want to mend fences, because I still want to cure the situation, let everybody move on. But if your attitude is really so questionable and I just keep quiet and I just snip, just know that I'm not trying to get it back. I'm never trying to recover from, like, I'm not even available for any lies. I'm not available for you to lie to me, for you to try to gaslight me, or for you to try to pretend that that's not what's happening or that's what's happening. No. Because a lot of people are they are so available to gaslight you. Every time you point out something that they've done that hurt you, they're always like, now, but it's not like that. Why are you even doing like, now what for you? You're always so into yourself. You're always so, everything is not about you. And all those answers too are telling me that, bruh, you're trying to fuck with me, you know?
Yeah.
You're really trying to fuck with me by telling me, oh, it's not about you. Oh, it wasn't. Are you crazy? So if I speak to you, it's because I'm trying to reconcile. If I'm not speaking to you, don't worry about reconciliation. Now brings us to the next question. Yeah. You know, our camera guy was saying that he wanted to know something about friendships. Like, how do you identify true friendships? Okay. And is there a way to maintain a friendship when you have identified the person or like the union?
So basically you're asking like, how to find a true friend, identify a true friend.
Oh, no. You know that you don't really go out to like be finding friendship. Yeah. It's not like...
And how you sustain the
just
friendship.
How do you identify that this person is actually your friend?
So I feel like for friendships, or my friendships, is usually built based on mutual interests, right? So you randomly meet someone on a random day, you guys exchange pleasantries or not. But some way, somehow, the world has a way of aligning things when it comes to friendships. These are not things you do by yourself. You don't get to actually finger pick your true friends. Your encounters together and your experiences moving forward, how you both looked for a way to manage situations. That's how true friendship is. There's no lookbook on how to treat your friend, how to find a friend, these are just things that nature does for you, you know? Now, sustaining the friendship is not what nature is going to handle for you. When it comes to sustaining your friends, you're sustaining your friends by, curbing your excesses. There are certain things your friend likes that you don't like. There are certain things you like and your friend does not like. But you guys both coming together and, finding a common ground where you both can stand on keeps the friendship for the longevity of the whole thing, So basically, what I'm saying in essence is you meet someone, friendships, you do not get to decide who your friends are. You don't get to decide how good your friend is going to be. All those things are on your friend. And your friend can only be as good and as loyal to you depending on how they feel about you, So it's just a thing that God gives to you.
That's funny.
Sustaining the relationship is left to you, because you're not going to have someone who has worked so hard to keep you guys together. You now fumble in the person's face. That's bullshit.
I feel like how you identify your friends, because you don't go out looking for them. You just stumble on people or you just meet people. And then, so I feel like how you identify your friends usually is with how they treat you. I understand that you say that, when you have common interests and whatnot. Common interests are nice because at least you guys have something to talk about, something to do together. But personally, for me, I pick out my friends based on how they treat me. However you treat me is how you're going to be treated. So if you have, if you're caring, if you're paying attention, if you're intentional with me, I know I better be intentional with you, because I'm not trying to flop that friendship. I already see the value in you. I already see that this person is a straightforward, put together person, regardless if the person has a different interest or not, or the same interest. I just know that the way that you treat me is how I already know that, this person holds me in high esteem. This person has some respect for me, or this this person has, some decency, or this person was brought up the right way to be able to know how to handle people. So first of all, that's how I identify the people that I call my friends. Then how do I maintain friendship? I just do what you do with me. So the catch here, I know it's so funny, but I'm just being for real. I'm being straight up for real. Like, I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. Yeah. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying it as it is. So the energy that you give me today is energy I'm giving you today. If tomorrow you decide to switch up on me, nigga, I'm switching up on you twice as much, because I need you to understand that if you do not like this treatment, don't bring it to me. If you bring it to other people, or if you take it to other people, that's fine. Because I would never even judge you based on who you are with others, or what I've heard about you, or what somebody says about you. That's not my own business. My business with you is your business with me. So I start to create a story and memories with you from the moment I meet you. Right. And it's between you and I. And I think that thing has a lot of people have this fake friendship where they bond with you based on that interest that you said, common interest. And usually that common interest with a lot of toxic people is another person that they hate together. So like now, you know somebody, like people who bond. I'm trying to explain. Okay. You see somebody, you know that this person and this person don't talk together, or like they don't blend. You two, you don't blend with this person. You now create a friendship with this person based on the fact that both of you don't like this chick. And then you sit down the whole hours talking about this chick.
Based on the hatred of someone else.
Another person, on someone else's hatred, or like someone else. And that's what I see that a lot of people do, and a lot of people have.
That's not friendship.
And they build on that friendship based on, two of them will sit down and talk. You not see how she did that day. You not see how they... And then they'll say, okay, see you tomorrow. They call each other, and then they continue with that kind of conversation. Yeah. Now, that's where I have a bit of issues, because I'm not the friend you're going to sit with and be gossiping about another person.
Someone else.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to tell you, oh, why are you talking about, and try to defend the person. I probably wouldn't, but I won't just answer you because I have nothing to say. I'm sorry, I have nothing to say about someone else, and I'm not going to bond with you based on you speaking about someone else, because tomorrow you will decide to speak about me with someone else. Right. And the ripple just goes and goes. So I'm not about that. I'm not down with that. Those fakery. Done.
Yeah. I think you can always discuss people with me.
Yeah.
It's okay for you to discuss people with me, but I'm not your friend though.
Will you answer?
If I don't like the person and the person is not my friend, I'll answer.
So that's the thing with me. Period. Even if I don't like the person, I'm not going to put salt and pepper. I can laugh. Because I've laughed before, and that thing costs
salt and pepper is adding extra to what doesn't exist. No,
I would laugh. Or I can humor you and be like, but after some time, I'm one of those people that will be like, I beg, everybody is just trying to figure this shit out. So like, I'm that person who just be like, everybody's, but I find that a lot of people get uncomfortable once you become like, once you
quiet,
say that, or once you say that, they start to get uncomfortable. But the funny thing is, you would never see me go out and tell anybody that you said whatever it is that you said. It's none of my, I don't care about the conversation that seriously, that I will remember it and carry it in my head, and then go to another setting and start to pour it out. I don't have I'm not interested in all that talk.
That's cute.
It's none of my business.
I'm actually here for the tea, FYI. I'm here for the tea. If you feel like you want to discuss people, like you want to gossip, bring it here. I'm actually very
gossipy
on ground. I will gossip with you. No. If it's someone who I dislike, I would say exactly what the person did. Oh my God, this is what this person did to you. That person is so horrible. So but you need to know that while I'm having that conversation with you, I'm looking at you because you can't be my friend.
Because I wanted to say that, don't you think that you're trying to bond with a person on another person?
I'm having a very temporary conversation that satisfies something in me.
Okay, that's different. Yeah. I get that. I've done that before, but I don't do that now.
It's so sweet.
I'm too grown for that. But I have one last part about this friendship thing. And this thing is so serious that I find that it happens a lot. If you're in a group of friends, like a group of friendships, and then you guys have been friends together, but then you're now in like a WhatsApp group, but you still feel left out.
Okay, so that's a friend group. on a WhatsApp platform.
Even if it's not WhatsApp, like
just a group chat, basically.
Yeah.
And then you feel left out, like nobody's talking to you.
No, but like it's not even just nobody's talking to you. Like even when you write a comment.
Oh, nobody's really...
Yeah, nobody's saying anything, but they're answering the next comment that's coming after.
That's a very awkward situation to be in, right?
And it happens a lot.
But I know that I've made someone feel that way, and it's because the person just messes up.
That's different.
Like if you're somebody who is on a group and you do not interact with people on the group, you don't engage when they send stuff there, you just ignore them. I don't see why you should expect anybody to speak to you whenever you now finally want to speak. No. I'm that particular friend who is not going to respond to you.
But you know that, hang on, but you know that it's also possible that that person is just not available when the thing comes.
I understand.
Because I've been in a group chat, and this was a work group chat, by the way. So there's no need of feeling left out or left in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is oftentimes when they put out like a post or something, it's maybe like at the end of the day, because I'm a phone person, but I'm not really a phone person.
Yeah.
I'm a phone person in the sense that when I have something to post, I'm right there and I'm posting the thing. But then the only time I'm really on the phone is like later in the night.
I feel you.
So it's like later in the night that I get to see these comments that are on the group chat, but everybody has spoken. Please, I even want to ask you guys, post your comments underneath if you think that if you're in a group chat and they've already talked about everything in the morning, you now see it in the evening. Should you still respond or should you just walk up past?
Respond though.
Hey.
Respond though. If you like see a message I drop on a group chat 10 years later, you did not respond, I give you like this.
That's you. That's
Are you all right?
That's the best.
You better respond.
But see, there was once that I responded and it was in the evening. And I'm like, oh, guys. And the only comment I got from one person was like, Lasma. And nobody said anything after that.
Oh, Lasma, like you're the last?
Yeah, to see the... So from there, I'm like... Guys, I'm sorry. I'm never gonna there's no point bothering.
I won't talk again. Besides, they've gone past
That's what I'm saying. They've
and
gone past
call me
it.
last man.
Thank you.
How dare you?
That's exactly what happened that day. And because of that,
my own is
till
slow
today,
poison.
Because of that, till today, like this, if I'm in any chat, you guys, I know some of you guys will be watching this and you know that I'm in your group chats. The only reason I'm not answering is maybe I saw it later. And after that incident of last month, I've been traumatized. I have PTSD.
Honestly, because what the heck is last month?
And he didn't. And this person didn't put any laughing emoji or anything.
Just last month.
Just last month. And I just looked at this. I just looked at my phone like.
No, that's insane.
I say I no blame Nana because I carry my finger to type.
Honestly,
to answer.
How dare they?
Maybe next time you will never see my comment. And I've just stopped commenting or answering.
You know me, I said it.
But you know what's funny? Mine was 10, a whole 10 beautiful
10,
ladies.
period. And you see how
10
she's the 8?
Beautiful
That's how
ladies.
they were hot.
They were all hot too, but...
Friend groups can't even work.
Fuck that shit.
Work.
Yeah.
Especially in adulthood. You're definitely going to have that one person who you like out of the other one. And you see me in your friend group, I'm sorry. I make it so clear that I love this particular person out of all of you. And if you cannot deal with it, get out of the friendship. And that's why we are here. You people wanted my friendship to destroy. Look at how we are thriving and enjoying. Look at you boring. You didn't come for our birthday.
Hater.
I just had to say it. Thank you so much. I've cleared my chest.
With all that's been said, adult friendships, to be honest, require a lot. They require intention, effort, and even sometimes forgiveness.
You know, but it's worth it, actually. At the end of the day, it's worth it because, you know, you're going to be needing these friends in the chaos of adulthood. Mm-hmm.
So yes, we also want to hear your comments. Send us a voice note, a DM, or even in the comment section. Post your posts.
Period. And until next time, take care of yourself and your friendship.